Hello, I'm Dr. Lawrence Broder, owner of Beleza Medical Spa with offices in Austin and Round Rock, Texas. I'd like to talk to you today about a new procedure we are introducing here at Beleza called Coolsculpting. Coolsculpting is based on the principle of cryolipolysis. Cryolipolysis means basically freezing fat to reduce the fat. It is FDA approved to selectively reduce fat on the body. The principle on how it works was seen in children in a syndrome called popsicle paniculitis. When children were noted to have popsicles in their mouth for long periods of time, they were noted to get a dent in their cheeks, and it was thought that the ice, the cold, was causing selective fat reduction in their cheeks. So some researchers did some studies at Massachusetts General Hospital and were able to safely cool fat without, of course, freezing the skin, but cool fat, and then they found that they could reduce it from 20 to sometimes to 80% in those studies. So the way the machine works is basically you have an area, let's say your lower abdomen, that you want to treat. It has a large applicator that goes on your abdomen with a little gel pad, and it selectively cools that fat down in that area to a certain temperature, a safe temperature, so your skin is protected. And it keeps the fat at that temperature for about an hour. After an hour, we take it off, and the area is kind of red and swollen and hard. It's almost like it's frozen. And then what happens is those fat cells that we froze will start, some of them will start to die. And over the next several months, your body will clear those fat cells away, and you will get, the results of fat reduction. There is some temporary redness, swelling, and numbness, usually for about a week after the procedure, but that all resolves without any treatment. The safety profile of this machine has been very good. I haven't seen any reported side effects yet. So over the next several months after the treatment, those fat cells die, and then we hope and usually see about a 20 to 25% reduction in the fat layer. So it's a non-invasive method. It's relatively comfortable. You sit there for around an hour, and you can read, watch TV, listen to music, sleep, and you get up and you leave. So there's no surgery, there's no anesthesia needed, and you're back on your feet, back to work immediately. So this is another procedure in our armamentarium that we can use to reduce fat. The other method that is FDA approved for selective fat reduction is Zerona. That's the low-level laser. We also have that. So Coolsculpting will fit in nicely with our other treatments like Smart Lipo, HCG Medical Weight Loss, Zerona, and now the Coolsculpting will offer another non-invasive way to reduce the fat layer. And this can be combined with those other treatments and to give you the body contouring results that you want. So now we're going to show you a little short video of just how the procedure gets set up. And then we'll show you some pictures on how before and afters and how it works. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Courtney with Beleza Medical Spa. We're going to be demonstrating how we do the Coolsculpting today. This is Josh, our patient, and so we're going to be treating his lower abdomen. We're going to use a template. We're going to be using the larger head on him. It's called the Cool Max. So we're just going to use this template and show exactly where we're going to be, area we're going to be treating on here, and go ahead and mark it so we know how the treatment's going to start. So I'll go ahead and start and mark this. So since Josh is doing the lower abdomen, we're just going to be going right in the middle, right here. And so now I know where exactly the head is going to go. So next we will use one of our cool pads, which is a little bit cold when we put it on. Let me grab it out. And this just works as a barrier between the machine and the skin. So this is the part that can be a little bit cold. right at first. All right. So we're just going to place this right in the area being treated. A little cold?
Just a little.
Okay. We just place it down so it works as almost like a second skin onto the patient before we actually start the treatment. So once the gel pad's in place, I've already put the liner on and then have the machine ready and set to go with the CoolMax head on, which is the larger head. So now we're just going to place it onto the patient. At first he will feel a little bit of a suction, and then we will actually start the treatment once it's in place. You feel the suction? All right. So we just make sure we're still lined up. And then we start the treatment. Each treatment per area is 1 hour, and so we just have to, we'll put a little bobby on so the patient's comfortable with the treatment, and the patient will just sit here for an hour. You can experience a little bit of cooling and freezing in the area, but it's a very comfortable, painless procedure. There's a pager on with the machine. If you need anything, we come and bring you something, but the patient just sits here for an hour. After the procedure, you notice what looks like almost a little frozen stick where it has been in the machine. Afterwards, we just massage that out, and those are actually the frozen fat cells, and we massage it out so those frozen cells hit other cells, and so it's going to also kill the cells surrounding it. So, but with this machine, sometimes men see results faster than women, but most of the time it takes about 2 months to see the full results from the treatment for all of the fat cells to die and kill off. But it is a one-time treatment. It does take an hour per area, but the results are permanent. It actually does kill the fat cell. So it's just a one-time treatment, and patients are pretty satisfied with the result. So it's just an hour per treatment, and is it comfortable?
I'm good.
So that is how the Coolsculpting works. Thank you.